Kalimera. Good morning from Cyprus. This is George. Gonna do some rolls. Not even going to count or whatever. Just going to try and. It's probably gonna be about 3 rolls and see where I am. Talking to a friend, he said to me, if you develop, your mechanics and things like that, 1 out of 3 rolls that you shoot will be successful. So let's try that. Let's do it for 4 rolls. Let's not be very, flamboyant or optimistic about it. I'm still having my coffee. Here we go. Dice out. One, 5, 6. Oops, okay. Let's see where this is. Somewhere here. Four, 5, 6. That's the point. Forgot to put my pass line bet. So basically, I'm not going to bet now. Just gonna see how it goes. 2, 6, 8. Primary. So basically, I should have with me for 4 tries. I should have some $2,000 with me because the way I bet it's about 500. So to carry me through 4 7 outs, I should have. That's sort of my dice out. 4, 2, 6. Sorry. 4 to 6 is off, but still get paid 175 and 10, 185. Not working. On the camera, I'm not working, so. Dice out. 2, 1, 3, double pitch. So we lose those $10. Dice out. Hard eight. Oh, that's his primary. Dice out. Six for 10. Off axis left. Dice out. Heart 10. Dice out. That's a 156 off axis. So that's the second hit. 175. And everything will come down. So the 1 is here, the 5 is here. Dice out. That's a 426. Okay, so 35. Dice out. That's a 527. Okay. It wasn't a long roll, but we managed to get some money. So this is roll 1. We're up $225. Dice out. 314, secondary. Dice out. Hard 8. 245 or 250 for one, and we don't need any more. We can come down to 110. Dice up. 538. Collect this one. It was a secondary hit. 3236. Dice up. There's a 268 primary. Right now what we're doing is we're playing this game of Sleeping Assassin. Basically we have money. We don't expect everything to be going, our way. So we play the Sleeping Assassin for a few rolls at least, and then we start pressing if we want to dice out. That's a 145 left of axis. Ace. So basically we have $15 at play. Dice out. Bad throw. Yep. 5 to 7. There was no spin whatsoever. So sometimes I will cause the problem myself by not doing the right release. Let's just see where we are. $465. We have a profit of 465. $10 pass line. Come out roll. Dice out. 4, 6, 10. That is a secondary on axis. Dice out. 437. Now you've noticed I didn't have any bets on. It wasn't by accident. I was playing deep Sleeping Assassin. And because I expect one of my throws to be short, I'm up about 40%. So I thought, yeah, this is the time. Dice up. 2, 3, 5. Secondary. Establish that point. 5 is a point. Let's take advantage of odds. Dice up. Heart 6. Five. Press. Dice up. Three, 4, 7. So let's assume this is row 4. Lost a bit. Where are we? 1,200. 325, 335. I'm happy. I can walk away. And that's in 18 minutes 20 seconds of play. Obviously at the casino it's going to be much slower, but 30%, that's not bad. If you can repeat that pattern, let's say 3 times a day, you should be okay. Let me just see if anybody's on chat. Oh my god, there's more people watching than I would thought. Good morning. Good morning, Sumi. Good morning, Mel. Good to see you. Very good to see you guys. I'm just trying to kind of go through some sort of thinking, the long game and the short games within it. So, alright, time to, I'll do some rolls, just to keep myself, 18, 36, Gonna do my on axis, off axis sort of training. Hope I don't bore you guys. Good morning, certified dice king. The more I throw, the more I believe I'm becoming more familiar. But there are some issues. I think my brain doesn't connect very well. There was an instance when I threw the dice and there was no spin in them, and that was me. That was my hands failing to communicate with my brain, or the other way around. Dice out. 3, 2, 3, 6. 3, 6, 9. That's our point. Secondary. Yeah, you're right, but what is the problem there? Sumi, you said you should do a video how to warm up. You're absolutely right, but reality kicks in. Let's assume that you actually do a warm up. Where are you going to do it? If you're going to be at the casino, you don't have anywhere to throw. You just have to turn up and put your pass line bet at least. So so basically, the issue here is reality. In reality, casinos will not let you warm up. So you have to turn up and you have to be ready to roll. And 9 out of 10 times you won't do it. You don't have warm-ups. You just get the dice and start shooting. So I'm trying to simulate as best as I can that sort of situation. Dice out. That's a 3-1, 3-1-4. Secondary hit. So I have 2 secondaries for now. 2 out of 2. The story begins well, but as time goes on, it deteriorates because I lose focus. Dice out. 6-2, that's an explosion off axis. Both dice. Looks good, good result. But it's off axis, both dice. This is the end result, and this is how they started. They exploded. Boom. 6-2. So, what was the problem? Is the grip problem? It's a follow-through problem. Dice out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5, 3, 8. This is on axis secondary. This is what I mean. They start in this formation, single pitch, still on the axis. 5, 3, 8. That's out. Interaction here, 2, 5, 7. Okay. Off axis cell. landing position. Dice out. Two on that pitch on axis. Yeah, I would agree that you have to bet small to begin with, like a pass line bet just to warm up, but I never bet big on myself right away, but you can maybe warm up at home first if you have a table to. If you live in the same city as your casino, that's an amazing thing to do, but you have to consider also conditions of your table against that of the casino. 3, 4, I have 3, 4, okay. So, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense to warm up if you have somewhere close. In my case, I live in a different country, so any warm up I could do is possibly at somewhere like Casino Quest, if you know about them. You know, pop in there, do an hour warm up. 4-3, double pitch on axis. That was a great thing to come out. Alright, dice up. 5-6 double pitch. Again, that's a grip problem. And why do I say it's a grip problem? Alright, so 1 and 1. When you grip the dice and you're not precise where your middle finger basically has to be right, 50% real estate on one die, 50% real estate on the other die. The same situation should be at the back. You know, the thumb should be exposed equally to both dice, 50%, 50%. And this is why it takes me so long to pick up the dice. I'm trying to do that, but unfortunately I'm not always dead on the money. Now, if you don't do that, difference in contact will create differential in rotations, basically. Dice out. 4, 6, 10. We're getting there with this is secondary hit, basically single pitch. So every time I throw the dice, I need to make sure that I have equal skin on both dice, and then to remember to do a decent follow through. So I'm just reading everybody's. I live 40 miles to the closest casino near me. I'll try to warm up. That's a very good idea. For pure warm up at casino, many times just bet pass line minimum and nothing else. I'm 2.5 hours from the nearest casino. Henry, I am I'm probably the furthest away from a US casino from everybody. Probably somewhere like takes me 5 hours to the UK, and then from then on I have an 11-hour flight, which is, you know, after I have a stay over. So door to door, I would say it's about 21 to 23 hours. So yes, I have to account for many other things. For example, I have to account for many other things like being on the plane, the jet lag. Uh, that's a 213, which is a secondary, and that basically means accounting for that means, you know, I don't play on the first day I turn up. I never play at the casino when I turn up. I need to rest. I need to get my balance sorted out, and then go. Dice out. 347 double pitch. On axis. Sorry, we just count a few things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 2, 4, 6. So I need to take 3 away. Dice out. That's a drift. 1, 2, 3. I didn't see that one coming. So that must have been what? Drift means drift. Okay. That means my follow through was rubbish. Let's try and see if we can fix it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 5, almost there. Off axis 5. Dice out. 2, 3. Hard 8. Primary hit. That's nice. Dice out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 7. On axis double pitch. This time, I think flight was wrong. I'll check the video later and see. Dice out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Part 4. Thank you very much, Henry. you watch my throws and my, my criticism of my throws. Okay, uh, I have been criticized, and I've been criticized by somebody I trust, a few people I trust actually. This is how we all get here, and the people that help me, they are brutally honest with me. Um, they call me out when I make mistakes, and I believe this is what it takes, you know, to have good guidance, to better your throw. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, um, but if you can get to a good point where, for example, the hard four, it's an example. Um, Very difficult to see it with two red dice. Very difficult to read a 3V set with two red dice with no markings on them. Very easy to interpret, for example, the hard 4, whether it's off axis or on axis. Same with the hard 10. You have off axis, it's an implosion of your right die. The hard 4, on axis left die, right die has exploded. The hard 6, your primary, you're hitting primary. Hard 8, same thing. Try it on the aces. Every single hard way hit, you can read it very easily. But try the 5-3. Was it on axis or was it a 3-5, which was an implosion? It's very difficult. So what we're trying to do here is actually get our precision in terms of the axis better, so that once we feel that we are at a good place, the end goal is something quite different. I will explain to you. The 3V, as I said in a tip of the day, is the same as a 2V. Any 2V set, V's have the same mechanics. You will produce the same sevens. Basically, I'll have to show this again, I think. I don't know whether you guys follow any tips of the day. So basically I start here, okay? This is my 3V, 3, 2, 3, 6. If I rotate this inwards, it's a 6, 1, 6, 7. If I rotate this one inwards, is a 2, 5, 7. All right, let's change this and make it a 2V set, like a 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 2, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 2, 1 is a 2V set. Rotate this inwards is a 7. Rotate this inwards is a 7. So basically what I'm trying to say to you guys is this. If you practice a certain set, hard way is excluded, which is a V set, and you accomplish getting results on axis, those results can be translated very easily on axis results with other V sets. An example I can give you. I'm using the 3-2-3-6, as everybody knows by now. Okay. I wish I could make this. All right, let me just see if I can do this. 3-2-3-6. And let's assume that I bring a lot of 4s, 3-1-4, which is on top. I don't know if you can see it, 3-1, single pitch. Now this is an outside number, basically it's on the edges. All right, let's assume now that I realize that I'm hitting the 3-1-4 or the 4-6-10, okay? Or a 6-4-10, it doesn't matter basically. If I realize this during the live play, what can I do to bring some inside numbers? Remember, this was a single pitch of my right die, 3-1-4. Okay, let's go to the 2-3-2-1. Okay, let's single pitch this die. 268 inside. So this is what I'm trying to say. If I can make adjustments and transpose numbers by using the results that I get on my 3236, if I'm consistently throwing other numbers. And I can do that because I know that, well, although I'm not hitting, let's say, the 6 and the 8 consistently, I'm hitting 4, 5, 9, 10, and numbers like that, which are parts of the set, but the extremes. There's only one way to hit the 10, that's the 4, 6. There's only one way to hit the 4, that's the 3, 1. If I change the set to a 2V set, and I've been hitting 4s, I'll be hitting the 8. If I was hitting the 10, I'll be hitting the 6. So I'm doing all these transpositions in my head, which help me interpret results. But that's just way out there for the time being. And this is partly the reason why if I feel good with my throw, I do what they call rhythm rolling. Well, it's not really rhythm rolling, it's basically just changing V-sets all the time. Just changing V-sets all the time to hit more numbers, a variation of numbers, because you realize that your mechanics are there. And until I get there, this is why I'm working on this. On axis, off axis. It's a very good exercise to get you there, to get to stability. I don't really mind these, the 4-3s. I mind the 5-2. I mind the 6-1s. I mind the drifts. I don't mind the explosions on the 3V set, a double implosion or explosion of both dice, because the 6-2 or 1-5-6. But still, I want to keep my dice on axis. All right. Three, 2, 3, 6. Dice up. Bad throw, bad throw. My thumb locked up. Henry, I will agree with you that I should go at least once around the table for so many reasons. For judging, you should be judging. You should be judging the shooters. So all right, let's focus. 1, 2, 3. Boxcars 12. Off axis left. I think we're going to come out. Dice out. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6 double pitch. On axis. Still on the come out. Dice out. 4, 5, 9. The 5 is a result of my bad follow through. I need to do a count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 6, 8, 10. Let's take 2 away. Nice out. Three, 1, 4. Probably would have been disallowed because my die on the right didn't hit anywhere near the wall. So this is a secondary. Very poor shot, I'd say. Nice out. 1, 2, 3. I like that one. I liked it, but as a 5 to 7. I think somebody was saying, ever feel like it's a good shot, and it's not? Well, this is one of them. I'll have to look back at the video and see what went wrong. I thought it was a good follow through. I'll have to see. That's out. 3, 2, 3, 6. Part 10. Off axis. Right. Enclosure. Nice out. 1, 3. Off axis 4. Interesting to have on off all the time, but I can see merit in that in terms of creating more random patterns is not what the casinos are expecting, really. Nice out. 3, 1, 4. So for example now, I hit the 3, 1, 4 consistently. So this is on axis. I'm going to switch the 2, 3, 2, 1. It's a V set. Mechanics are going to be, well, I'll try and replicate them, so should have an inside hit of sorts. Well, 3, 2, 5, which is secondary hit for this set. Two, 3, 2, 1. Dice out. 3, 4, 7. That's off axis. 4. So let me just explain it to you. It would have been a 7 either way. Okay, so 2 3 2 1. It was a 3 4. Oops, 4 3 4 7. So let's go back to 3V set. 2 5. So basically mechanics are the same whether I was using one set or another. It would have been exactly the same result. I'm just putting it out there. That's up. 4-3 come out on axis. That's out. 5-6 double pitch again on axis. Not fixing my grip. I need to fix my grip pronto. Nice out. Five three. One axis secondary. Long time since we've seen a 6, an 8. We only saw a 6, I think. Sorry, we only saw 8s. We haven't seen 6s. So it would be nice to have one or two of them. As far as our on-axis hits, we're at more than 50% for 36 rolls. So that's good news. So what I'm suffering here is with grip. Feels good. Let's see what happens. Five, 6 double pitch. On axis double pitch. Did I take one off? I don't know. All right. Nice out. 4-3-7 double pitch on axis. I'm boring you guys, sorry. Henry, what I do is when I'm playing with the guys, I usually rotate sets continuously, so that results vary. Now, the 4-3 could have been a 2-5 with the other sets, but it's always V sets that I use. All right, nice. 5-1-6 primary. And this is the first of its name. A round of applause. Dice out. Two for 6. Secondary hit. They started coming in now. Dice out. 415 secondary. Dice out. 2 4 6 secondary. Dice out. Heart 6 primary. Dice out. 5 1 6 primary. Primary means on axis. Means dice. This is how I start the set. They travel together 5 1, as opposed to 1 5, which is an implosion of both dice. Dice out. 4 3 7. All right, and that's that. I guess. What is it? I have more. 4 3 7. Double pitch on axis. I can tell you why that 4 3 7 happened this particular time. When I pick up the dice, I had more skin down towards the bottom of the die. And when I pushed them out with my thumb. And I've been told that this usually makes them, produce the 4-3. So there's a few hundred components to this thing. 3 2 3 6. Dice out. 1 5 6. Okay, that is an enclosure of both dice. People get excited about this, but the reality of it is I don't want to see them. It was a 4 3 and 12. Okay. Three two, 3 6. Dice out. 5 6 double pitch. Dice out. Three, 6, 9. Secondary. Dice out. Close to the wall. 3, 5, 8. Off axis. Dice out. Too close to the wall. Aces. First in its name. Dice out. 5, 1, 6. That's a zone. Primary. I'll count later. Dice out. 4, 3, 7. Down pitch. One axis. Alright. So we had a lot of sevens, okay. I understand that. Like 4 off axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 double pitches and 2 come outs which were both double pitch. I don't really mind. I think I can address those with better grip. I'm gonna be working on that. These ones, I'll have to check the video. Most of them I think is poor follow through. Poor follow through. Let's see total results. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 11 sevens. See what happened here. 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 21. This is here, I think. Alright, so we have 21 up to that. 25, 26, 29. 30, 36, 40, 40, 41, 43, 45. 45 rolls with 9 sevens. So basically my SRR is at 5 for this one. Alright, let's just have a look at the inside hits though. So for 45 rolls, I would expect to be over the 44.4%. I should be looking at something like, let's say 50%, 22.5 inside hits. I think we did that. So we have 5 here, 7, 9, and 5, that's 14, 17, 19, 25, 28, 30, 31. 31 out of 45 or let's say 30 out of 45 is 2/3, that's 66%. We are 50% more accurate than the random shooter. This is what I want to get to. I want to get to a position where I don't know how you can see this, I see them as a bit orange, where I have most of them in orange, and then I can deal with the sevens very easy, because I have 7 double pitches here, 7 4 3s, and I have another 2 4 5 7 double pitches here, the 2 1s and the 5 6s. So if you put all these together, the 4 3 3 4s and all that, that's 7 14 out of 45 like double pitches, and I think I can minimize them, I don't know, I would say by half if I do better grip. I'm sorry guys, let me just, I think I got carried away with the throws, and I didn't pay the right sort of attention to you. My go-to sets are hardware sets, the 2E George uses, and I've also had good luck with the 4 5 6 4 4 5 6 4. Okay, that's a bit of a hybrid, I would say. It's like a 3V set. 4 5. Just do it right here. 4 5 6 4. Sorry, 6 4. Yeah, it's a hybrid. 4 5 6 4. So it's a 4 5 4 1, but just out of sync by 1. It's a V set. It's an actual V set. What I would find wrong is that I have the 6 2 inside, and I usually, when I set like so, I would say that this one should be here. So I would go to 4 1 2 4, so that I keep the 5 1 inside. But that's just my mechanics. Please disregard me. You know you're a good shooter no matter what. It's just a bad session. Don't let me get no. See, I'm actually very excited with this session. I'm very excited because you cannot, during practice, you have to focus on specific components, and I'm really not disappointed, to be honest with you. I'm quite excited in the sense that I'm beginning not to have bad habits. What is a bad habit? One of my bad habits was perhaps more stylish or something like that, but I would pick up dice. I would go like this, and then the hand would kind of move to the right, get out the way so that I could look at my wonderful results. That was sarcastic, by the way. The reality of things is this: having to change, pick up dice, set them, do your swing, and then leave your hand right there where you release and do not move it for 3 seconds. That takes relearning. And I have been a very, very bad student about this. So the fact that I've managed in part to keep my dice on axis is due to this thing, because I'm relearning not to move my hand away. And I think most people they say that this is This is like, I don't know, feather, if you follow tennis. You have a follow through. You hit the ball somewhere here, but with your backhand, but then you see him moving his hand further away and keeping it there because it's part of the whole process to get that ball somewhere. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. Same with if you're a basketball player, you shoot and you keep your hand high up in the air a few seconds after you actually, shoot. Why do you do that? Because if you don't, it means that from the beginning your intention was to take your hand away, so naturally your hand will be moving ever slightly away with dice in hand. It won't be going straight, it will be going straight and out. So this causes many of the off-pitch, many of the off-axis problems that I've been having. Well, Henry, yes, I am. I am harder on myself on anyone else. Okay, and this should be the case. This should be the case. I was an athlete. I used to play basketball for a team. It was a professional team. Obviously, now you can't tell that. But I was an athlete. I was a high jumper. And that means that the hours that you put into component training, like strength training and technical training and all that, they only come together when you have when you actually compete. And those competitions in reality, they just last. I don't know, if you consolidate all the time, you high jump or whatever. A jump takes 20 seconds. So if I do 5 or 6 jumps, that's a total of, I don't know, 120 seconds, 2 minutes. But the preparation for those jumps, to be at that level, it's months and months and months. So yes, you need to be very tough on yourself. And obviously, I don't have anybody else here to have you guys have, but I don't have anybody else here physically to say, okay, you're doing all right, just fine. So, yeah. As we should, but to strive to be better is the way we are supposed to be. Yes, yes, Sumi, I would, each one should try as hard as he can, and depending on the circumstances that allow him to train as much as he can. Not to disturb the rest of your life, basically. I am a 53-year-old guy. So I obviously have to go to work. I have a family, I have other responsibilities and all that. Whatever time I'm allowed here, I use it here. Sorry, yeah. This game actually keeps you very humble. There are times that I would get upset about these sevens. Not today. For some reason, I'm ecstatic about it because I can only see these 4 whites here. But you're right. The game itself keeps you humble. You need to be humble. You need to take every role to be as important as the last hard 8 or hard 6 or whatever. And you need to construct that throw from beginning, just like you did the last time before you got a good result. You cannot let your confidence get in the way of your mechanics for the next one, because every time you're building that result, you're building it from the way you grip the dice, to the way you set them, to the way you release them, to the way they flow, to the way you aim at your landing zone, to the way that you avoid the landmines, to the way that they come back from the wall, and to the way that they stay on axis. So there's so many components, and every time that we throw those dice, you need to go through that motion and probably, if you think about it, how many people actually do that at the table? How many people actually take the time to deconstruct everything, put it back together in every throw, every single throw? Out of those 10 people that are around that table, I would say, I don't know, not even 5%. Henry, 58 years old here, an old gambler too, okay? I only gamble once a year, by the way. But obviously, the levels at which I gamble are different, I suppose. I don't know, I think we're getting a bit too personal here, but yeah, since we're talking about it, yes. Um, so basically, yes, I try to keep people, in check. I try to tell them that I feel that we have a social, casual responsibility to warn people that not everyone is well versed in this game, and certainly I'm still getting there. But be very careful with your money. Uh, be very careful not to, sacrifice money that uh, is not for entertainment purposes. Be wary of, not wary, be aware, I would say, of your responsibilities towards your families, towards other people in your life, your creditors, your electricity bills, things like that. Just don't go out there to destroy casinos. It doesn't really happen. Go out there with knowledge. I would say the more knowledge you have, the more you can keep yourself in check, the more successful you can be, and the less losses you can suffer, or the more profits you can make. At the end of the day, guys, whoever bets on me or whoever bets on you, they're taking decisions, and those decisions should be very dynamic. I think I was talking about it with Press, 36 Foot Press, and Mel from Craps Hawaii. We had an interesting sort of conversation yesterday live, and they did mention that somebody who's experienced at this game, the first thing he knows is how to judge a table, and it's not only judging a table; it's actually judging a shooter and judging the roll, the last roll, so you can predict or try to predict the next roll. If you're on a random shooter and you made some money, by all means don't leave it out there. Just take it down. That's my advice. All right, so I've seen a lot of them. I'd be interested in one of those where you go over your basic betting strategy and variations on, like the comparison with the. I think I'm missing a line here. No, I'm not. That was the end of the sentence. 95% on random sheets. I would say even less than that. Hawaiian kings. Yeah, okay. Yes, it was an interesting conversation with Craps Hawaii and 36 Foot Press. And it was more to do with table conditions as opposed to actual bets or strategies or whatever. At the end of the day, guys, there is a very, very well-known secret. If you shoot well, any strategy is going to work. If you read tables, you will adopt strategies which will either minimize losses or and your money, because there's profits to be made on both sides of the equation. It's just a matter of how well you can read tables. That's it. I would like to thank you so much. I think we're streaming now for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'm sure you're all insomniacs or at work, and I do appreciate that you stopped by. I never ask people to subscribe to my channel. Just pass by. Just have a look at the work we put in. We put in quite a lot of work. Um, I'm not in it for the subscribers. I'm in it for this kind of conversations. For creating the friendships with like-minded people and friends that you have yet to meet. This is George from Cyprus. I have to go to work. All right, guys. Have a good one and rest well. Dice out.